What is up, YouTube? Chrono Clash Central here with box opening. I'm just gonna smash these both into one video, so we'll try to make it quick. Start with NB-03, the Hokage set. Okay. You just gotta get in there sometimes, you know what I mean? You just gotta get in there. Okay. Awesome. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to start with the, let's start with the X cards, I guess. Because there's not as many of them. We can get those over quicker. So the Hokage set is the blue-green colors. And of course, these sets are the expansion sets to the Naruto Boruto card game. So as you can tell, they make it very obvious for you there's no rules in here. So if you're just trying to get into the game, you don't have anyone that knows how to play, you might be a little stuck playing this because you're not going to have any rules, but just go online. You can find them there, okay? Because these are kind of nice. They're kind of like trial decks, basically. 54 cards. Hashirama Senju, looking pretty nice with his tree. Double toughness attack, so 5. We got Tobirama Senju, triple toughness. Holy moly, that's pretty insane. And then of course we got Sarutobi. So we got the first 3 Hokages here. Of course, the Hokage set, you gotta have them. Here's in Sarutobi, 9 at 10. It's got a lot of minus strength abilities, so that is that's pretty scary. That's pretty scary. He'll be one to watch out for if there's gonna be any like big 9-cost EX decks. Minato and Naruto, 3 bashes in for 3 guardian attacks and has elusive, so it's kind of annoying. Let's see, Naruto Uzumaki. 6/6, pretty good stats. When he attacks, you give all your other battlers, when they attack, you draw a card. So he could, if you've got a lot of dudes on the field, he can really replenish your hand. And you got Kakashi. He is kind of a beefy boy. When he summoned, +5 strength, 13, and then he also taps anything. So he can just be like, oh, you see that guy over there? Let me tap him and attack him for 13. So pretty cool. All right, I like those. I like those. Let's get into the real juicy stuff. I can find the opening. Come on, I know I see you around here. Come on, where are you at? Where are you at? There's usually a thing to open them, isn't there? Usually. Let's get a brute force it then. We're not being very pretty about these guys, huh? All right. Whoa. So if you guys are wondering my like more in-depth thoughts, I'll be doing card reviews on these 2 sets for throughout December. It's got Shizune. Everything's gonna be at 3, of course. Shizune gives lots of sentinels, is pretty good. Chiruku. I don't remember where this guy's from. 2 toughness on a 4 cost is pretty decent. He's gonna be staying alive. Ooh, check out that ability. +1 draw, +1 EX. Azuma Sarutobi. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, he's super cool. And it looks like in the game he's got some pretty decent abilities too. We got these guys, Izuma Kazu. We got a bunch of his team, I guess, Izuma Kazumugi. So this is where the swap mechanic. So if you guys are looking for the Hokage set, you're looking at the swap mechanic. Well, it's not. Was it swap? It's called transform. I got confused because I'm used to the Dragon Ball game a little bit. So transform, basically what it is, if you've got a guy in play, right? So we got Azuma in play, and we could attack with him. Instead, we can tap him, return him back to our hand, and play our transform unit from our hand immediately into attacking. We have to pay the cost, but we get all the attacking, all the summon abilities. So you get everything. It's pretty sweet, okay? So that's how transform works. That's the gimmick of this whole deck. So he's got transform, attacks -2, and he's elusive. So I think that's really important because you're gonna pass it to your opponent's turn. He's gonna be in play tapped, but he's got elusive, so he might be hard to get rid of. So I kind of like it. This card, it feels really awkward to me off the top of my head. Genma Shiranui, transform, leadership, don't really interact that well. Utsunade, the Hokage, 5th Hokage herself, transform, given +3 strength and -3 strength to people. All right, looking nice. Tobirama, So transform with Sentinel. I think this is pretty good because you can convert. You can make an offensive play and then I'll have the Sentinel up, kind of like that. You got Hashirama. Just has toughness, so kind of along the same kind of vibe, but just like gets to stay in play. Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu. We saw this in a preview. I like the art. I like that it gives you a Guardian stack when it's in the Guardian stack. Get a little bit extra life there. Ooh, blue. Blue. Everyone doesn't like blue, but let's see what they got. Konohamaru. Alrighty. Tap stuff when it comes into play, pretty good. Tap stuff on his Guardian, pretty good. Iruka. So he's got elusive, which makes him great with his tap abilities. He's going to be hard to get rid of. He's just going to keep tapping your opponent's threats down. So he's going to be really important, I think, if you have like a control deck where you're just like, oh, I'm going to have Iruka on the field, and you play a card, I'm going to tap it, and then I'm going to attack it. And you just gain control that way. Kind of like it. We got Kotetsu. 3 strength, attacks +3. And he's got transform. All right. That's kind of nice that there's a low-cost transform, so you're not always just like giving your opponent a bajillion time. Kakashi. He's busted out his Sharingan this time. Protector can't attack, but he has a tap effect to give people withdrawal. That should be pretty interesting. And then we got like the old Inoshika-Cho here. The old guy Inoshika-Cho. Choza is gonna copy an opponent's ability. Well, anyone's summon ability when he plays, so that's awesome. Shikaku is gonna tap 2 people, which could backfire. If you don't have enough people to tap, you might have to tap your own. You got Inochi. He is a transform and plays anyone summon, so that's awesome. And playing anyone summon, what? Sarutobi also has a similar effect, but he's got that rest ability in front, or the tap ability, so if you're trying to choose something that's already tapped to use its ability, you're not going to be able to do that, but still, it's going to be good. Again, Minato, all these Hokages stealing each other's abilities, or maybe playing their allies' abilities. Maybe that's a better way of talking about it. So when he attacks, though, is going to be pretty good, and he's got transform, so you're going to be able to bust him out and get some activated summon abilities at the same time, and we only get half? I guess the other half's in the Master Pupil set. So this is pretty cool. I really like what they've done with blue. Green seems pretty generic, but just like generic and solid. Like you got cards like Shinzune, which are just solid. So they're really giving it the go with blue. So I think this deck is awesome. If you love blue, you're definitely gonna pick this one up. You might already be picking up both of them anyway. I don't know. All right, now we're gonna go through the Master Pupil set real quick. Again, I'm kind of rushing through this, so the full thoughts, everything in depth or more in depth will be in some other vids coming soon. This is also kind of winged. All right, so let's do EXs first. Boom, boom. Same thing, same dealio, no rules. So if you're looking to pick these up as trial decks, I think that is a good way to go because they really added a lot of effects and kind of fleshed out what the colors do. So I'm a really big fan of that. And they come as like pre-built, so they probably fight each other decently. We'll find out. There'll be a video of that. Kabuto! Destruction for discarding a card. All right. Isn't as expensive as the Ghetto statue, so decent. Ooh, Orochimaru. When he's playing, you untap all of your guys. That could be tricky. The fact that it costs 8 makes that ability kind of hard to use or to abuse. Kimimaru, oh, what a fan favorite with the Bone Jutsu. So when he's played, your opponent gets a Guardian, okay? And you give something reinforcements. So again, if you guys don't know, reinforcements got a little bit changed. You're only going to be able to use reinforcements to say that it is less than. It's going to be less than the card you have reinforcements for. So if Kimimaru has reinforcements and he dies, you cannot play at 9. You have to play at 8. So keep that in mind. Sasuke. Oh, man. Look at him with a sword. Being all cool. But a 3-cost EX. Like, attacks plus 3 Guardians. Oh, my gosh. This card's going to be insane if your opponent doesn't flip good Guardians. Or if you've got The red deck, I think this deck has some ways to give people recovery, so that could be really, really scary with this Sasuke. Okay, we got Jiraiya with his Toad breathing his fire. So you gotta rest your own, you gotta tap your own unit when you play him, but you give anything -5, cost 6. That's pretty decent. It's kind of like destroy something 5 or less. And then we got Naruto, who gives himself -2 strength, but stands it back up, untaps himself when he attacks. So he could just kind of go ham. He could go, oh my gosh. Because it's not once per turn, it's when he attacks. So if he just stays there, he's just like, I'm attacking. So this is going to be a spooky one to watch out. Watch out for this card. Watch out for this card. Especially, like I said, with the Sasuke, if you could give him recovery. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see how long it takes us to find it. You know what? We're not even going to look anymore. We're not going to look. I kind of found it as I broke that open. All right, we got the other half of it. Woo! Complete. We did it. We got the other half of the card. But that's not what you guys want to see. You guys want to see the Tayuya, the sound girl. So this is interesting. They brought back Last Stand, which I think is hilarious. So, and they took it out of the rules. So Last Stand is when you attack or when it's attacked, it's going to get +3 strength and die immediately. But it's got a nice little, Tayuya's got a nice little death effect on her. So you'll be able to take advantage of that. And she's got a pretty solid Guardian effect to destroy things. I feel like this is misprinted though. But, you know, we're going to play with it as is. Because purple doesn't really use strength-based destruction. They use cost. So the fact that it's red is like a little what? Mitsuki. So when he attacks, your other battlers gain recovery. So, you know, we were talking about this guy. You can do people dirty with that. And then we've got EX destroy. When he's destroyed, you get an EX. Okay, all right, Mitsuki. All right, Mitsuki. Helping out your boy Naruto over there. How about Kidomaru? He has reinforcement, so remember, you're only going to get a 4 cost off of him. But when he dies, you also give something else reinforcement. So I'm pretty sure what that means is if you have Kidomaru and you he dies, then you could play Mitsuki and give Mitsuki the reinforcement, so then he dies and you just keep going. So actually, Kidomaru could make some crazy chain plays. All right, Kidomaru. The Sound Squad, all right. What about Sakon? Sakon, he's got, when you play him, you're going to get something from your discard, a battler from your discard, return it back to your hand, and we've got Time Threshold. So, the Mastering People set is all based around Time Threshold. So what this means is when you play it, you activate this effect, get something back from your discard, and then if their time is 3 or greater, you get to play the effect again, but only once. So you basically double up on the summon effect if they've got Time Threshold. So it's essentially, or it could be, add 2 cards from your discard, you know, back to your hand, which could be pretty good for kind of keeping things going. So, all right, Sakon. Orochimaru, the villain. What's he got? We saw this card before, actually, but it's still going to be destroy 4 costs and Time Threshold, so you could destroy 2. It's going to be pretty dirty. I really like this effect. I'll talk about it a bit more in the reviews. But yeah, Orochimaru. I feel like kind of like a Orochimaru kind of deck is coming together. Jirobo. So you play your own summon ability with Time Threshold. Excuse me. So this one's going to be interesting. So think about this really quick. We'll talk about it since we have him here. If you play Orochimaru and then you have him on the field, you play Jirobo, then he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to play this ability twice, so this would activate once, and then you get Time Threshold, so you can activate again, and then you activate it again off the Time Threshold. It's like 4? Question mark? I don't know. It could be, Jirobo could get pretty crazy. Here is in Sarutobi, oh my gosh, the 3rd Hokage himself. What's he do? He destroys people, okay? He's got choose your battler from your discard, play its summon ability, and then add it back to your hand. And Time Threshold? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Heroes in Sarutobi? That's insane. So if you're playing purple, you just fell in love. You see, look at that handsome face. All right, moving on. We get Kidomaru. So when you play him, discard 2 and destroy anything Time Threshold. That's pretty good because you're gonna set up. It looks like the purple set up to discard a lot of cards out of your hand, set up your drop zone, and then get them back, or like, you know, whatever. But he's also got time threshold, so you can kill 2 of anything. Anti-Boruto tech, anybody? All right. And remember, the way this game works is if you can't fulfill all the costs, you can't do it. So if you don't have 2 cards to discard, you cannot destroy. If you don't have 4 cards to discard, you cannot destroy 2, all right? And we got Sasuke Curse Mark. Man, Curse Mark was so cool. I remember seeing the Curse Mark in the anime and be like, oh snap, that is some cool demonic powers. But anyway, it's gonna give everybody you have last stand, so they're all gonna die, which is actually kind of great for reinforcements. So, especially if you mix it with the sound duel, which he would give other people reinforcements. So you know what? I could see this popping off, Curse Mark. All right, and red, everyone's favorite or least favorite color. Oh, we're almost done. Let's get into it. Rin, when she attacks, she's gonna give reinforcements. So I'd also like to clarify this. When you gain an effect from an ability. So basically this recovery is only going to last until end of turn because it's not, it's based off a trigger effect. So anything that's a trigger effect or an action that gives an ability, so like Sasuke Curse Mark, you're only going to have last stand until the end of the turn. Rin is only going to give something recovery till the end of the turn. So it's important you guys know that, keep that in mind. Boruto, oh my gosh, 3 costs with fast. We got more Mitsuki's hitting the field. And he's got ability return to hand on the Guardian, so you're always going to be able to get into your hand. And he attacks for 6, so like that's pretty that's pretty beefy too. All right, we got baby Kakashi. Oh, look at him. Look at baby Kakashi. So he's got fast and +1 Guardian attack, so that's kind of brutal. But the trade-off is you give your opponent a card and the EX card, which could swing the game back in their favor. Sarada coming back again, but this time she's 4 costs. And she gives things minus strength, and she can give things minus strength twice. So Sarada is going to be really good because you're going to be able to kill 2 things with 3 costs or less if you get the time threshold, or 1 thing with 6 strength. 3 costs? I mean, it's 3 strength. All right, Minato, summon, destroy 3 strength or less, and destroy 3 strength or less. And when he's your guardian, destroy 3 strength or less. So if your opponent's got 3 strength or less, better hope you got Minato. He'll deal with all of them. Anko, your favorite dango eating, tuning examiner, is going to return, many units to your opponent's hand. Always nice to see that. Naruto 7 with recovery and destroys things with the time threshold, so it could destroy 2. Man, this deck's all about destruction. Destruction. All right, we got Jiraiya. +1 Guardian, recovery, and when you play him, you get to untap one of your guys, which is going to keep them safe, and also time threshold if you hit that. So you could untap your whole 2 guys, keep them safe from your opponent's attacks, and just keep the pressure on. So I kind of like Jiraiya. I'm kind of a fan. And then we got what? Sage Art of Boiling Oil, the last card in the Master People set. All battlers, so it's going to be everybody. Get -4 strength. So this is kind of the first like field destruction effect. It just destroys everything on the field. I can see this seeing some use. You draw a card when it's in your Guardian, and the fact that it's an action is like not amazing, but kill everything could be pretty good. All right, that is it. Red, purple, green, like everything looks good in these sets. I got to be honest. And I think if you're trying to get in the game and not spend too much, I think this is a great way to get in. They've got some solid cards. You'll be able to like mix and match. You could just like plop them on each other, mix the different colors and stuff. If you get tired of the blue green, just be like, well, I'm gonna do green red and green purple, or in blue purple. So that's kind of a nice mix that you can do. I'm a fan of these products. Let me know if you guys are too. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you make your decision. If you're looking to get them, I would highly recommend, especially since they're cheaper than buying the full sets, and then you feel like, I like this game, I'm gonna go in on the full sets. All right, thanks again for watching. Keep on learning, keep on having fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in another video. Chrono Clash Central, out.